I'm Roger Gregg. I am a tutor here at the Gaiety School of Acting. The subject I tutor in is Cabaret Artistique. How do I get involved, or how did I get involved in it? Well, that's a rather long and convoluted story. Years and years ago, I did a production of a poet friend of mine using his first book of poetry, Jerry Murphy, A Small Fat Boy Walking Backwards. And we adapted it in the Triskel Art Center. And we didn't know it, but we were kind of stumbling into a very long European tradition of kind of cabaret artistique, where poets and actors, singers, performers, dancers, filmmakers, puppeteers, performance artists get together and do something strange, weird, entertaining, and stimulating. It goes back to what started happening in the 1800s, the split between, in fact, the terms came into existence to describe it, highbrow and lowbrow. And young artists emerging became concerned that the highbrow arts were catering to kind of big institutions for well-to-do people, and the lowbrow arts were packing theaters, but they were doing erotic shows, dancing, juggling, things with horses, dogs, seals playing bicycle horns, clowns, slapstick, all these kind of entertainment arts. And these young artists said, how can we take the fast-moving sensuality, raucous fun of the lowbrow kind of fast-moving variety entertainment and combine it with actual ideas that say something about society, or say something in our poetry that we want to say in some kind of new way, in our way, in the way of that generation. And thus came to be, they got a venue, a small local pub or a cafe, and they got a chance to do a show on a Thursday night, and that's the birth of cabaret. And it's in that spirit here at the Gaiety School of Acting that I try to tap into in this course. In terms of what happens in the Cabaret Artistique course, the actual week of putting on the show is preceded by several days or several hours of workshops where each of the students is asked to come up with something that entertains in like 3.5 minutes. And again, it can be any of these forms, and they can work in pairs. And if they're musical, we certainly encourage the music. If they have dancing skills, we encourage the dancing skills. If they want to do something with writing, they write something, as long as it comes from them. And moreover, we also find out about our musical skills, because they're would-be actors. They want to get work in theater, and let's face it, a lot of actors have musical skills or backgrounds in singing or some kind of stuff. So it's a way of integrating that into a theatrical form. So we do a series of these exploratory workshops where the students come up with ideas, and as I tell them, I'm the benign dictator, the ruthless editor. I'm trying to suss out what these skills are, the gifts are, and sometimes they're glaringly obvious, and other times you have to find them, but they're there, and then it's just a matter of getting them out, because not everybody is that well versed in, generating this kind of thing. But I believe everyone has something to say. So anyway, we eventually, over the course of several weeks of the workshops, I narrow down the ideas. So this person might have a song, and this person might have a dance, and I might say, as the dictator, look, you have this song, but rather than sing and play it, let's just have you sing it, so you can really engage the audience. And let this person, another person in the thing, play the musical instrument, or we form the band around it. And in some cases I'll say, that needs a dance. Let's put a dance to that. And then we get dancers from among the class, and we choreograph it, and to try to, again, put together a really, really exhilarating, exciting, rollicking cabaret show. After selecting and arranging the material, then comes the full week, which is 40 hours full-on rehearsal for the cabaret, and I work it just along professional lines, and I expect everyone to input, and it's marvelous. It's an exhilarating week, so full of energy, and then we put together the show, and then we do the performance on the Friday night, and we do it again on the Saturday night as a fundraiser for the school. Well, the students often elect to do a second show as a fundraiser, which I'm very proud and happy to be involved with, and I hope they keep doing it. Anyway, that's the Cabaret Artistique course.